Restlessly ambitious, his reputation took him far, but not in actual distance. William Sidney Mount was born on Long Island's North Shore in 1807. He rarely traveled beyond New York City. Meticulously observant, he was inspired by the land and the people that surrounded him. Mount's best paintings established a new American art idiom, exploring the nation's most pressing issues of politics and race. He was also among an emerging group of artists to bring their easels outside, directly painting what they saw. "One true picture from nature," he wrote, "is worth a dozen from the imagination. Observe nature closely, and you will be a good judge of a painting." The Long Island that Mount depicted became a platform for artistic advancement. Pressured to travel, he asserted his independence. "Originality is not confined to one place," he said. Mount spent long stretches of his life here, a rambling early 18th century farmhouse perched on Stony Brook's North Country Road. His artistically talented siblings profoundly shaped him. At age 12, he eagerly watched Sister Ruth taking painting lessons. A passion was born. Mount's early experiences in New York City, both at the National Academy of Design and as a sign and portrait painter with brothers Henry and Shepard, launched his career. Portraiture remained his steadiest income, but genre painting truly excited him, scenes depicting regular people engaged in work, at play, or even in arguments. Mount's seemingly simplest paintings conceal their sophistication. Hence, his model for the pose in this work is no less than David's famed painting, Oath of the Horatii. Even as critics tried steering him towards loftier subjects, Mount purposefully portrayed dignified rural workers, a move that played well in the years of Jacksonian democracy. His most memorable paintings are set within barns, scenes in which the barn floor is transformed from labor environment into a stage for musical celebration. Mount repeatedly returned to this theme in carefully ordered compositions. Once again here, the action is at center stage, even as musical appreciation has brought an African-American listener just outside the door. Mount's musician portrait series, painted from the late 1840s until 1856, were widely reproduced as prints, helping expand his mainstream popularity. A lifelong bachelor, Mount moved back into the family homestead in 1847, living alongside the families of his brothers Henry and Shepard. Mount took the attic as a studio, installing a skylight for better visibility. Today, there are remnants here of an experimental palette he painted on a shelf. Yearning for more light and access to open air, the artist had a portable studio built. This is one work he started from that. And today, this simple colonial saltbox in the painting's foreground provides a living connection to Mount's work. In later years, beset by illness and changing public taste, Mount returned to familiar themes. He encouraged younger artists, such as nephew Samuel Seabury, as seen in this extraordinary letter. "Paint from nature and look with your own eyes," he implored. Mount died in November 1868, less than a week from his 61st birthday. Just below what you can see here in carving now eroded, worn from time, is a quote by Longfellow, "Dead he is not, but departed, for the artist never dies." Mount lives on through the Long Island Museum's repository of work that includes the largest collection of his paintings, and in many instances, the preliminary studies that provide the work's evolution. There are objects from his life as a musician, including the violin he received a patent for, the Cradle of Harmony, as well as diaries, letters, journals, and sketchbooks, providing a full account of his emergence as one of the 19th century's leading American artists. Fittingly, this collection is a short distance from where his paintings started. Mount did not travel the world, but the Long Island he captured, from barn floor to shoreline, was its own world, and one rich in substance.